Have you ever heard the saying, it's not hoarding if it's books? Well, I'm definitely one to put that theory to test. I don't consider myself just a book reader, but of course, I'm a book collector as well. So today's video, it's going to be a book haul. For today's book haul video, I'm going to go over some of the books that I've got over the last couple of months, starting with some special editions from the Broken Binding and Illumicrate. So the first book I got was part of the Illumicrate science fiction subscription, and it is Overgrowth by Mira Grant. And this is supposed to be kind of a sci-fi horror novel similar to The Day of Triffids. The next novel is from the Broken Binding sci-fi subscription, and it is Connie Willis' Doomsday Book. So this is a time travel science fiction novel. I have not read it yet. I do have a paperback copy. But yeah, I wanted to grab this book as well because I really love the painted edges, and the artwork is I mean it's good. It's not my favorite, but it's not bad. And it does have a reversible cover that's purple. That's just, it's the same cover, but the colors are inverted. Yeah, so that's the Broken Binding edition. The next two books I'm going to talk about are both from the Broken Binding, but they are fantasy books. So I figured I'd go ahead and show off the fantasy just because these are some really nice editions. I'm sure, you've probably already seen this one, The Devils. It's a been a very popular release by Joe Abercrombie. I have read his First Law trilogy and really enjoyed it, so I figured I'd go ahead and pick this book up as well. And the painted edges on this are just, that's just insane. And the next book is from the Broken Binding Fantasy subscription, and it's Raymond Feist's Magician in his Rift War saga. So I really do like the artwork on this, but the lettering here is actually kind of hard to see when you're looking at it straight on. But if you move it around, it's kind of shiny. But I kind of wish they had made the title and the lettering a little bit easier to see. But yeah, the artwork is really quite nice. So now I'm gonna go over a few paperbacks that I got, both new and vintage. And we will start off with Ecopraxia by Peter Watts. So this book is actually a sequel to Blind Sight, and it's a sci-fi horror novel. I plan on reading this probably next month. So I went ahead and picked that one up. And then next, since I've been talking about Tchaikovsky so much in my other videos, I have not read Dogs of War yet. I figured I'd go ahead and pick that one up and read it, when I can. So this next handful of novels I picked up from a local used bookstore, starting with Stephen Baxter's Time Like Infinity. And this novel is part of his Zeely sequence of books. And I have read Vacuum Diagrams, which is a short story collection in that the Zelia universe, and really enjoyed it. And I've been wanting to find and start reading the novels, but they're quite difficult to find here in the U.S., especially the ones with this this particular design on it, this style. So I saw this and immediately grabbed it. And this is actually, it's considered the second book in the series, but I believe they can all be read as standalones. The first one is Raft. I don't have Raft yet, haven't found it. So hopefully in the future I can find the other paperbacks that have this same style. But yeah, I'm really glad I found this one. Then I picked up a paperback of Across the Sea of Suns by Gregory Binford. And this is a sequel to a book that I already own, In the Ocean of Night by Gregory Binford. It's a hard science fiction. And then we have James P. Hogan, The Two Faces of Tomorrow. So this is actually also going to be a hard sci-fi, I believe. I have read one James Hogan book, Inherit the Stars, and I did enjoy that one, so I went ahead and picked this one up. And I went ahead and also picked up another James Hogan, The Genesis Machine. So don't know much about either of these books, but I did like Inherit the Stars, so I thought, why not? And I like the covers on these. And the last book that I picked up from this used bookstore is a vintage paperback by Andre Norton, Perilous Dreams. And I picked this one up purely because this cover is really neat. So I have several Andre Norton books. I've never read any of them, which is what happens when you're a book collector. You know, you collect all these books that you never get around to reading. But yeah, I don't really know what's going on with the cover here, but man, that is really striking cover. The last set of books I'm going to go through are a set of 11 hardcovers, all science fiction, and they are all of the same series. I'm going to try to go through these quickly, but for a little bit of context behind this, I recently read the novel Foreigner by C.J. Cherryh, and I do have a review of that on my channel if you want to check it out. And I enjoyed it, and I wanted to read the next one. Didn't have the next one, but also I've always wanted to have a really long science fiction series in my collection. I do have the Expanse novels, which is 10 novels if you include the short story collection. But this Foreigner series is 22 books in total. So, you know, I liked Foreigner. I decided to go ahead and pick up on eBay the first 11 books in hardcover. So I'm going to kind of go through those as quick as I can here. Starting with the first novel, Foreigner. And these covers are from Michael Whelan. At least some of them, not all of them. Like the first 5 or 6, I think are Michael Whelan covers. And then the sequel, Invader. The third book, Inheritor. Fourth book, Precursor. Fifth book, Defender. And I do like the artwork on all of these. I like the style. So I'm glad to have found these and been able to pick them up. Sixth book, Explorer. Book 7, Destroyer. Book 8, Pretender. And let me know in the comments if you read any of the books in this series or finished the series. Book 9, Deliverer. I have a feeling there aren't going to be a whole lot of people that have read all 22 books, but maybe I'm wrong. And Book 10, Deceiver. See, these last few have not been Michael Whelan covers, but they're kind of in the same style. And then the last book, Book 11, the last book that I own, not the last book in the series, Conspirator. So I still do need to pick up another 11 books, and I'd really like to have the whole set in hardcover. That's it for today's book haul. Let me know in the comments if you've read any of these books that I've talked about today, and let me know what you've picked up recently. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.